What's going on, everybody? Akash Aesthetics here, Optimized CEO, representing modern lifestyle. Very important video today. We're going to be talking mental health, depression, and most importantly, the pain body. Okay, what is the pain body? Like, how does that whole thing work? This concept it can be a little bit, it can be a little bit complicated or hard to grasp, so bear with me. I actually am going to use the Google definition for the pain body right now, okay, just to be very clear and concise. All right, so it is an accumulation of painful life experience that was not fully faced and accepted in the moment it arose. Okay, it leaves behind an energy form of emotional pain. It comes together with other energy forms from other instances, and so after some years, you have a pain body, an energy entity consisting of old emotion. All right, I know that was a mouthful. You might have to go watch that again to really digest that. But I'm gonna tell you a little story to help you guys better understand how this whole pain body works. I'm gonna tell you a story, all right, about how I developed my pain body. And then I'll tell a story about how I conquered the pain body too. But first things first, okay, so when I was very young, I used to get taken advantage of a lot, made fun of. I didn't get any respect, pretty much because I didn't respect myself. In hindsight, it makes perfect sense. But I didn't understand this until I got to a higher level of maturity. So until I reached that higher level of consciousness to understand these things, I had developed a pain body that was around self-worth, that was around a high self-esteem, self-respect. I used to get disrespected a lot, got made fun of my entire life up until high school. I remember going to school. I remember when I was already bad, and then I remember when 9/11 happened. I remember my nickname was the terrorist and stuff like that. And then at a young age, that can mentally fuck you up. So a lot of pain happening. I don't regret it because it made me who I am now, Optimized CEO. But everything happens for a reason. But hey, at the time, had a pain body. Okay, so. Yeah, I would get made fun of a lot, go to school, I'd get picked on last at the, teams, would be, made promises that I'd be able to play with certain kids at recess if I gave them their lunch and stuff, and they just spat in my face and then just lied and laughed about it, right? So just disrespect. And at such a young age, I just felt like such a bitch, like this is not okay, but I had no power, I had no power to change it, right? So I just kept feeling this pain. And if you remember back to the Google definition, when at the beginning of this video, right, it's like not knowing how to deal with it, not knowing how to properly accept it and move on from it, right? It builds this pain body. So fast forward into my adult life, until I became aware of this pain body situation. I was still an entrepreneur doing business, stuff like that, at a lower level. So I was dealing with a lot of people and whatnot. And I remember I would get really aggravated if somebody disrespected me, or if I perceived disrespect in any way, right? If I was to perceive in my reality, maybe they didn't mean it, but it came across disrespectful, right? I would just get heated, just heated beyond belief, really angry. Like I would react in some crazy, I would start getting in my head about trying to violently harm these people off basically, insults. The level of proportion, it didn't make any sense. I was like, why do I just loathe so deeply people that, treat me like this? I understand it's not okay, but where I'm going in my head is way out of pocket, way out of proportion. So then, read Eckhart Tolle, Power of Now, taught me about the whole pain body situation. Beautiful, beautiful concept. I had no idea, right? Once you become aware of something is how you gain power over it. I've said this in other videos, right? So that's why I'm making this video right now for all of you, so you can check out, so you can learn more about the pain body, and that way it can give you some sovereignty in your own life and not have this pain body rule you and make decisions for you. And by becoming aware of it, you're shining consciousness, conscious light, awareness, light on it happening. So it cannot rule you by you shining conscious light on the pain body, right? When you feel the emotion start to arise and here's that disproportional energy, whether it be sadness, anger, regret, any negative emotion, as you feel that start to rise, instead of you just reacting, you can you can look at it and be like, oh, I remember what this is. This is the pain body. This is because this, and this happened. I didn't know how to deal with it. Okay, and then just by you being aware of it, just takes all that pain away, or at least a large amount of it, so that you can actually react from a, a normal, not crazy ass place. You can give it the, what it deserves, instead of don't being like me and start. I would be on the cardio machine for the entire cardio, listening to freaking like headbanging music, like crazy ass rock music, and just thinking about like what MMA moves I would love to do on these people. I'm like, Jesus, they didn't deserve that happening to whatever I did to them in their head, in my head. I'm like, God, why am I acting like this? I'm like, it's probably just like a miscommunication, something we can easily discern what's going on later. Like, what, you know what I mean? Oh, pain body, childhood trauma, didn't deal with it properly because I didn't have the proper faculties to deal with it. Now as an adult, looking back on it from a mature place, I can now deal with it, understand what it is that happened, why it happened. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I didn't have any self-respect, so no one gave me any respect. Those two things go hand in hand. If you don't respect yourself, ain't no one giving you respect. So I'm like, oh, that's why they wanted to bully me. Oh yeah, and I had all this bad social body language, and that was probably weird. So that's probably why. Easy target. I'm like, oh, okay, now I don't feel as bad about it. They're just ignorant kids. Oh, okay, there you go. Right? You see what I'm saying? Now, like, it took away all that ammunition from the pain body. Right, so I want to make this video because mental health is so important these days. Right now, more than ever, with all the social media and getting everyone, is getting windows opened into lives of, entrepreneurs and celebrities, getting to see how other people live. Back in the day, when people living above your means, you don't know how they living because you don't see it. You just see how you're living. Now with social media, it's causing massive depression and mental health because people, that's not the point. That's the point. The point is people need to understand why they're feeling certain type of ways. Right, that's what I'm getting at here. That's why I made this video, so you can understand the pain body and then get power over it. Okay, so remember, when you catch that happening, by you catching the rise of emotion instead of just reacting, because so many people just react. Everyone's just living in their head these days. So a lot of people don't even know what your emotions are, and they're just like, oh, I'm getting this kind of emotion right now. I feel like this. That must mean because I get this emotion, I must now react like this. I feel attacked at this magnitude, so I should attack back at this magnitude. I'm like, whoa. A lot of people are doing that. I was doing that, okay? And it can be very detrimental for your relationships. You're in your partner, your friendships, business relationships, anybody you're coming in contact with can be a huge issue if you have not healed your pain body. This video is very important. Mental health, understanding why shit is going on, okay? That's how you beat it, right? By becoming aware of it, all right? First and foremost, be aware of it. That's how you gain power over it, okay? So, with that said, comment below. Did this video help you? Are you aware of your pain body? Was this a new concept for you? Do you like this kind of video? Because if not, I'm still gonna keep making them. It just is what it is. This is what we need to do right now. This is the content that matters. As a whole, as a collective, humanity, we all need to level up together. It's a new age coming around the corner now. We're already in it. And it's a whole different way of doing things and operating and living this life, okay? So, with that said, much love. Kosh Aesthetics, Optimized CEO, representing modern lifestyle. I'm signing out. DM me if you got questions, whatnot, comment below, like the video. Love you guys. Much love.